And these band shorts could not wait for one more game. You could not wait for one more game. They had the last laugh on me. Here I am sitting here laughing at them. They had the last laugh on me. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're not aware, if you haven't heard about this news, if you're just waking up to it like the way I have, club statement, Erik Ten Hag. You know what's happening when you see this. It only means one thing. It only means one thing. The Baldy has been sacked just before we play them. Why? Every other man and dog out there have spanked Man United. They've absolutely spanked Man United this season. Why are we being taken away from this opportunity? We deserve it. Our team deserved spanking that Baldy for one more time. You could have sacked him after us. Man, I hate West Ham so much. I hate Dalot. Dalot, you knew what you were doing. You knew what you were doing, Dalot. You absolutely knew what you're doing. Now they're going to be rejuvenated come the match against us during the weekend. And here I was thinking, yeah, let's go out there and, they're mentally damaged. Let's put the nail on the coffin, the final nail. And now this is going to be a tasty match. It's a good challenge for us. Let's see what our players do. But ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the other side of the coin. Smash up the like button straight away. If you're here for the first time, subscribe. Let's get to 37,000 subscribers. Exclusive earlier today from David Orney, who definitely did not make anyone nice and horny, especially us. Obviously, Man United fans are very nice and horny. Manchester United sacked manager Erik Ten Hag, 54-year-old Dutchman, informed by Man United of decision this morning. Ruud van Nistelrooy asked to take charge on interim basis, with rest of the staff remaining in position for now. So look, one positive light could be is he's been removed. And I've always said, Man United's disease, Man United's, the virus that they have, yeah, you can remove Erik Ten Hag, but your virus runs deep. There are other issues. So I'm glad Van Nistelrooy is in charge at the moment, because the next news that I'm about to show you, it does bother me a little bit. Exclusive, this literally dropped about a moment ago. Manchester United working on a deal to appoint Ruben Amorim as head coach. Man United ready to pay 10 million release clause, plus in talks with Sporting to finalize 39-year-old Portuguese open to accepting move. Now, I don't know whether he's going to be ready for the Chelsea match, but if he is, you know how it goes, man. You know how it goes. New manager bounce. And this guy's actually a good manager. This guy's actually a good manager. We were linked with him, but for some reason it didn't happen with Chelsea. I don't know whether he wasn't convinced or whatever happened. Look, bottom line, I'm very happy with Maresca, and Maresca's taken us over. But do not fool yourself, man. This guy's actually a very good manager. Sporting, you're curious to Man United, maybe down the track. I don't know. He might solidify Man United, but I'm hoping he doesn't come before the Chelsea game, that it is Van Nistelrooy and we get to pump them one last time, man. One last time. I know our record at Old Trafford isn't the greatest, but our team, we're on the way up. We are slowly on the way up. The Chelsea that we have lost in the last couple of years, hopefully is on the way up, and we deserve to spank Man United. Man United don't deserve to get anything out of us. We deserve to spank them, but I am concerned. Let's see what happens. So disappointed, man. So sad. Here I was laughing. I didn't think they were going to sack Erik Ten Hag. I thought they might just stick around for a little longer, like they have been. I mean, they could have sacked him so long ago. Why now? Why just before the Chelsea game? Banned shorts, man. Banned shorts. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, let me know your thoughts about this. Look, I still feel we got to go and show character, and another challenge. Our team has been faced with challenges, and so far we've been doing well. Here's another challenge, and hopefully we do the trick against Man United. Of course, before the Man United game, there is one more tricky fixture away to Newcastle at St. James's Park in the Carabao Cup, where we need to do our business. So let's not count our chickens too early. But Man United, we need to beat them. All right, ladies and gentlemen, next up, Andrey Santos. In the midst of all of this news that's been floating around and Chelsea winning as well, We've forgotten, well, I have certainly forgotten what Andrey Santos has done. Andrey Santos, ladies and gentlemen, scored 2 goals yesterday against Nantes, I believe, and Strasbourg winning 3-1. And Andrey Santos this season has been on fire, not just in League 1, in terms of his stats, but overall stats in Europe is looking very good. This particular player, ladies and gentlemen, he will definitely make it at Chelsea. There's no two ways about that. Lovely pictures. Look at him, man. He looks like a serious player. Recently, there were some quotes coming from him where you got to see a insight into his mindset. For a young player, he's so mature. He's beyond his age. He's talking about how, look, get yourself. I think he was giving advice to young players like Esteval Willian and whatnot. He himself is young. He was saying, look, invest on a personal trainer, invest on a personal cook, invest on your diet. These are very important. Look after your wealth. Look after your well-being. Look after your wealth as well, of course, but look after your health and your well-being. Very, very important as a young player. He's got his head screwed on correctly. I love it, man. He's doing the bits. I need to watch a lot more of Strasbourg. From the bits and pieces that I've seen, he's like a number 8. He is box to box, but at the same time, sometimes he stays deep and helps out with the build-up, but he's quite capable of being box to box, technically very gifted, gets stuck into challenges as well, winning duels, winning the second balls, all of that, has a vision to pass, and now he's got the knack of scoring as well. So this is him post that win against Nantes. Great win and happy with the 2 goals. Thanks God for everything. What a night. He must like Spider-Man. I guess that's why the pose. Andrey Santos has scored more goals, 5, than any other central midfielders in Europe's top 5 leagues this season. Fantastic. Probably need to cop myself this Strasbourg jersey of Andrey Santos. Could be an iconic one to look back on one day. I think I might need to cop that. Let's see what I can do. Andrey Santos is having an amazing season. Wow, this is coming from Con. Look at some of these ratings, man. 8.5 against Nantes, PSG 7.5, Lens 7, Marseille 7.4, Lille 7.3 scored a goal there, and it continues. It's been great performance, everything between sevens and 9s, to be honest, and that's exactly what you want to see. Consistency. This is proper consistency. I love it. Andrey Santos, look, I've got no doubt next season is going to crack into Chelsea Football Club. Someone's got to make way. Someone's got to make way at Chelsea. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, official. Cole Palmer has finished 25th for 2024 Ballon d'Or. Like, to be honest, I don't give 2 cents about Ballon d'Or. This is why you'll not see me talk too much about it. This is why I don't tweet or make any opinions on it. There's a lot of hoo-ha that's happening in regards to Vinicius. How come he didn't win it? Rodri's got to look. I've got no problems with Rodri winning it. I think Rodri deserves it as well by winning the Premier League, the Euros as well with Spain. He's been a key cog for both Man City and Spain. But people are getting very upset that why hasn't Vini won it? Obviously, Real Madrid they won the Champions League, and Vinicius probably deserved it. But then again, in an international level, Vinicius did nothing. Look, I don't want to get into it, but the bottom line is Cole Palmer 25th. Look, I don't know how they calculate this. Cole Palmer right now is probably one of the best. I know sometimes maybe I'll go over the top by saying he's the best right now, but he's definitely one of the best. In the upcoming Ballon d'Or, the next one for 2025, yeah, you best believe Cole Palmer is going to finish a lot higher. If we can manage to win some trophies, and Cole Palmer has a stellar season in terms of goals and assists, which he already is, he's on track to post another really, really good season. And then if he can find some success with Thomas Tuchel in the international level, maybe next season, Cole Palmer, we're going to see him a lot higher, definitely top 5. And I can't wait for that. 25th, yeah, that doesn't do justice on Cole Palmer one bit. Enzo Maresca on what it means to be 5th in the Premier League. Nothing. I love it. I love Enzo Maresca, man. I really do. Don't want to get too attached because, you know what happens when you get attached to a manager and then... it could mean big trouble. So you want to be as as rational as possible. as rational as possible. But look, I love it. I love the way he talks. I love how I love how I love how yeah, well balanced, grounded, level grounded he is. Give me 1 second, guys. Early morning. You just got to warm up the voice a little bit. But now, look, this commentary from Enzo Maresca. This is exactly what we need at Chelsea Football Club. A gaffer that is saying it how it is. So yeah, Enzo Maresca on what it means to be fifth in the Premier League. Nothing. We win the game, enjoy it, go game by game. The club never mentioned about getting top four. They just want me to build something important. Look, I know a lot of people might get a bit annoyed by looking at that, saying, "Oh, the club didn't mention anything to get top four." Or just look. He's being realistic. He's applying the right pressure on the players. We've seen what he said in regards to Reece James prior to the Newcastle game. We've seen what he has said about Mudryk in many instances and many other players. So he's putting the right pressure at the right places and the right people. He doesn't want to go over the top and talk about top four and whatnot. He's just building something nice, and let's see where this team can go. Let the team feel it. We've heard Caicedo talk about top four. We've heard other players talk about top four. The manager doesn't need to come out openly and say, yeah, we're looking for top four, because I'm pretty certain the owners and the sporting directors must have told him that, look, build a solid team. And that's exactly what we're building right now. Building a solid team. Let's see where it goes. And then we can assess later on in the season. And hopefully we can keep building on this next season. But I love the way Maresca talks. Realistic, realism. And as I said, applying the pressure where it needs to be. Maresca, there's games like today where if you do basketball game, they would destroy us. Newcastle are good in transition. That's the reason I was shouting all game, calm, make passes. Because if you do up and down game, they destroy us. I love it. Once again, Maresca educating the fan base. It's true. If you go, toe-to-toe with Newcastle with the way they transition, they've got players to hurt us. And this is why in the second half, we locked it down a little bit. In the first half, it was a little bit back and forth. Back and forth works for us too. We seem to be scoring a lot of goals when the match is open. But we have to ensure there are, against certain oppositions, when you do this basketball style, you're not going to be able to outscore them all the time. Against Newcastle, we just beat them by one goal margin. So yeah, sometimes we need to understand the opposition, and this is what Maresca is trying to say here, that don't send these long balls and give the ball away and make it this a transitional football. Let's sometimes control the game and hurt them when we can, and that's exactly what we did yesterday against Newcastle. Enzo Maresca and Reece James, very important for him, but very important for us as a team. We need him. He's an unbelievable player. We need him fit. So true. Reece James had a stellar second half. Even the first half, he was probably the one that was the least shaky. I know some people will blame him for the goal again, and maybe he should be. He was watching Isak coming through the middle in between himself and Levi Cole. Levi Cole needs to be aware as well, but, Reece James can be shouting and saying, hey, close, Isak. But look, Reece James all up was sensational. The level of saves, the blocks that he made in the second half kept us in the game. Multiple times. And this is why I said, when I saw Reece James was fit to come back, I was very shocked that he was ready to play against Liverpool and he started. But I've been saying since we heard that he's back that this guy needs to be playing for us on a regular. 1 game a week, I've got no issues with that. The captain needs to play for Chelsea Football Club. Chelsea Football Club's captain is important, needs to guide the rest of the team. When Reece James made a goal line headed clearance, he took the applause from Sanchez, Colwell, and Fofana, but was quick to remind them that the game had not been won yet, and he needed them to remain focused. I love it. He was aware. He was making clutch blocks, keeping us afloat, saving us, but at the same time understanding, guys, no time for high fives now. The match is still going on. Let's concentrate. That, for me, is leadership. And hopefully he's learning. Hopefully the public calling out from Maresca is working, or it has worked for this particular game against Newcastle. Hopefully it carries on to keep working and he becomes the leader that Enzo Maresca expects him to be, and us as a fan base expect him to be as well. One of the best things Reece James did yesterday was how vocal he was on the pitch. Maresca had stressed the importance of an imposing captain. And even though he was not shouting at everything and everyone, he was keen on communicating effectively. Look, leadership is not about shouting. Go out there and shout and scream at the players. No, it's communication. Making sure everyone's aware, keeping them in check, letting them know what your role is. Focus, focus, focus. Execution. That's what a leader does. And it's great to see that we've already started to see, the fruits of Enzo Maresca's public calling out coming into fruition. Hopefully, Reece James continues like this. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, in the last couple of years, Nicholas Jackson has changed his lifestyle for the better. The striker has established some positive habits in terms of physical and mental health, including more rest, better nutrition, and a set daily routine. I love it, man. Gone are those days calling Astrid wet to get motivated. I love it. Nicholas Jackson, look, the one thing I'll say about Nicholas Jackson, control your temper a little bit. Temper's good, but control that temper where you just unnecessarily pick out fights and get yourself yellow cards and whatnot. Control that and continue the way you're continuing. I was really impressed. I have to say, I've never said get rid of him, sell him or anything. I've always maintained that there is a good skill set. There's a top underlying skill set that Nicholas Jackson has. And I understand why Maresca keeps starting him. I truly understand that. But my worry in regards to Nicholas Jackson was, can he take us to the next level in terms of, driving us to a title challenge? Yes, Cole Palmer is going to be there, but Cole Palmer is going to need partners like Nicholas Jackson, Pedro Neto, and so on and so forth. Yesterday's match against Newcastle gave me the first sense that maybe he can do that. But I need to see consistency. But the way he was turning and sprinting away, the way he took his goal as well, first touch, you best believe Nicholas Jackson of last season is not hitting at first touch. He's probably taking multiple touches and then scuffing that. It was a lovely first-time finish from Pedro Neto's cross. And that's what I want to see. And all the other bits and pieces that he did, the lovely turn, a couple of times he half-turned the defender, Newcastle defender, and then spun and ran away. And once he did that, there was one time where he threaded in that pass for Cole Palmer, who was just centimeters offside. A lovely finish. That was that offside goal earlier on for Cole Palmer. So yeah, look, kudos to everyone. Hopefully they continue in this vein, in this manner. But yeah, man, Erik Ten Hag sacked. It annoys me. Hopefully we can do the job at Old Trafford. We need to pick up the points against Man United. But before that, obviously, we've got Newcastle in the Carabao Cup, which is just as important. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know your thoughts about everything we spoke about. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. Smash the like button. If you're here for the first time, subscribe, hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. Until next time, take care. See ya.